You're leaking everywhere, big dog. Everything is an energy leak. We have to hit rock bottom, bro. Rock bottom is a blessing for you because everywhere your energy was leaking out, it starved you, it drained you. That's why you are where you are. You get to find out what was taking from you, what was draining you, and you get to rebuild. Now you don't have these things draining you, draining your resources, draining your energy, your attention, your money. You're like scrolling, text messages, phone calls, paying your fucking car payment for a car you probably shouldn't have, living in an apartment that's out of your means. This is a blessing for you. Starting over, rock bottom, taking the L, it's all for you, man. I didn't realize this, and just some backstory. So many times I fucked up my life, and every time I fucked my life up, I'd be like, whoa, it's like I hit a reset button. At that point in my life, I didn't understand what I understand now. And in a year or two from now, I'll understand even more and be like, whoa, I was still way off. I still wasn't there. But I'm a lot closer now than I've ever been. So for us to be able to control our exterior world, not even control, it's because it's not about being in control. It's about being in alignment with the universal laws and principles. There's 7 of them. And the Hermetic principles, you can check them out. It's like when you listen to music, like I was stripped of everything that I wasn't willing to strip myself of, right? And then I had to start stripping myself of the things I was latching onto, holding onto. You'll find out how weak that fake ass facade you present yourself as really is when you're by yourself, when you've got no one else, you got nothing else. You're gonna be latching onto music that makes you feel, that validates you, and you're gonna be doing all kinds of shit that's outside of you, just reaching, looking for validation, looking for attention, looking for something to soothe and comfort you because you won't go in. You have to go in before you can radiate abundance. Where's the abundance gonna come from if you're constantly pulling, trying to take, you're conspiring, you're trying to get. You got to give. Think about all the rappers and stuff. Like Kodak Black talks about speaking in codes and stuff because he had to spend time alone, and he speaks in codes like parables, like metaphors, because he had to have that time alone. He had to be alone. He had to do all those fucking stints in jail and prison to realize where the truth really is. In a world where information is right at our fingertips, we're thinking that information is knowledge, but it's not. It's knowledge is experiencing what we have ingested in the physical world on a comprehension level, because now you have the story, because that's how we learn. We learn through story. Our life is a story. So once we get the information, like ditch all that neuroscience nonsense. It's holding you back, bro. It's holding you the fuck back. Ditch that neuroscience nonsense and just understand, look up the Hermetic principles, leave it at that, and then try to witness those in your life. Vibration frequencies, like circling back to the Kodak Black thing. You're like, when you're listening to rappers and stuff like that, very big ego driven music, that's their rhythm and frequency. They're radiating so much abundance that you get to use their frequency. You get to tune into them, where they were at that moment in time, which is another evidence that it's all the same moment. It never comes or goes. It's all now. Once you are stripped of it all, and then you strip yourself of everything else that is glaring to yourself, that makes you pretty much repulsive to everyone else when you have nothing and are nothing, and you're just needy, then and only then do you get to use the principles in your favor. Only then will the universe conspire in your favor. It's not going to help you if you're not helping it. If you have selfish, self-centered needs, or selfish, self-centered, not needs, because they're not fucking needs, they're motives, it's not going to help you, man. This whole world we live in and we try to operate from and get to the top of, that world is a lie, because it's everyone's false self moving around trying to portray themselves the best they can to get from others, to get their energy. But what always shines through is absolute truth. And if you can get aligned with the principles of the universe, which are absolute truth, they cannot be denied, you cannot get around them. If you can get aligned with those, and you really have something to give with your heart, you give them back to God with your heart. Man, I hope these things are still fucking on. Then the world will work with you and everything will fall into place. It always happens that way. I've experienced it a dozen times. And it's had to happen for me to show up the way I'll be 35 this week. Since I was 22, I've always wanted to be someone who could help people get out of the fucking dark, man, because I found a way out early in my 20s. I was like, oh shit, I gotta show this to people. But there was so much more to be revealed. And I had to keep falling on my ass to prove that I could do it over and over and over again. So I could really show up, not just for myself, but for the people I love, because I genuinely love people on an individual level. I just hate them on a group level. Like groupthink, when people get in groups, that shit is terrible. It is not good for your spirit. So if you're down bad, if you're taking the L, if this ain't working out for you, bro, if you're at rock bottom, the lowest point of your life, guess what, bro? You're right where you need to be. This is the best thing that could happen to you. Everyone else is stuck. They want out. They want to be better. They want to do so much more, but they have all these crazy bills because they didn't actually achieve the things they needed to achieve to obtain those things. So they're living their life on debt instead of using debt as a leverage to make more money. And you'll learn about that later if you don't know about it already. You should never use debt for your cost of living. Here's another little cheat code for life. Whenever you feel that energy boost, pull back. The only way to contain the energy and get some stamina out of it, some longevity, to go the long haul, I learned this from running. You feel that pump of energy, like you ran by someone and you're like, come on, let's go. And you try to give them energy, but they give it right back to you. You feel a boost. You're like, oh shit. You can do this during work and everything. Like whenever you hit a goal and you're like, oh shit, I'm doing it. You don't get super excited about it. You just hold it and you maintain, you minimize, you optimize and maximize. That's what I have to tell myself. I pull back. I'm like, okay, we'll minimize, we optimize, and now we maximize. And that keeps me going 4-6 hours behind the computer, just ripping, where I would be like, oh shit, I just hit. And I keep checking, seeing like, oh my God, it's getting shared, it's getting viewed, it's getting likes, I'm getting subscribers. I would keep checking. When I see a little bit of it, I'm like, oh shit, I wasn't expecting to see that. That means I'm on the right path. I better stay locked in on it. There's more people I can help. That's what I tell myself, because I needed help. I needed it so fucking bad. I looked everywhere. And I'm not saying I'm the answer to you. I'm saying I found an answer for me, and I want to share it with you because it might help you. Here's a lesson I refused to learn for over a decade: that I can have a high expectation of myself because I'm not a reactive individual. I'm proactive. I genuinely love the people. I love myself. I love the life I'm creating. I love the experience I'm having, no matter whether I'm at the bottom or at the top, because I'm making the most of it. I see the opportunities, but I can't set that expectation on other people. That has always led me to just such a lower frequency, because people are always going to let you down, because not everybody is radiated. Not everybody loves everyone. Not everybody wants to help everyone. Not everybody believes that good is in the world. So I had to learn the hard way that I have to keep that expectation for myself, because it makes me proud of me every day. It gives me self-esteem, self-respect. So I can come out to y'all and I can give. And I can pick people up when they're down bad, bro. When they're down, we lift them up, baby. We don't put people down even further. When they're doing good, we don't try to pull them down. That just means we just got to raise higher. Oh, they're doing better than us, and we think we should be doing better? Well, we better tighten up then. That's just the universe giving you a call. But when I set that expectation for everyone to operate at my potential, I'm let down immediately. I'm discouraged. Because not everyone operates from selflessness, or you know what I mean? Not everyone genuinely cares and loves other people. Some people are still holding on to some pains, and it makes them act out. I know I've done it. I've done it a lot. But when I can expect people to be people, when I can keep my standards high, and people can tell me, you're too hard on yourself, that'll just roll off my back. They're not there yet. But when I keep my standards high and expectations low of others, I radiate abundance. And I'm there for them whenever they're ready. I don't get down. I don't get hurt. I don't take it personal. I digress. Get out there and give it. Create or conform. I fucking love y'all.